Hello, welcome back to another FIFA 21 video, and as you can see we are back on the Sunderland Road to Glory. Now, it's been like, I can't remember exactly how many seasons it's been like 4 or 5, it's our second season in the Premier League, we're doing really well, and this is our third year in the Prem, isn't it? Yeah, our first year in the Prem we finished 11th, and then last year we finished 3rd. So this is the team as of right now. So I'm thinking it needs a little bit of an adjustment. Now, I'm just going to check the contracts of the midfielders. That caused me problems. So his contract is crucial. So he is going to kick up a force, but this is crucial. And Academe, I'm assuming his contract is crucial as well, which it is. Yeah, so I'm not, because Academe had a fantastic season last year, I'm going to give him the doubt. Not only that, but Dickinson has been very good since the beginning of the season, so I'm going to leave him in. So I'm actually going to replace Bellingham, going to take him off, and we are going to buy a centre back to replace him. He is going to continue on the team though. It's not going to be just gone. He's going to just be used as a reserve more often. So hopefully we can offer him a new contract, at which point he will accept it. Now, as you can see there, we do have a lot of money in the finances after finishing 3rd in the league, and they want us to reach the quarter-final of the Champions League, which is a very big ask with the squad we've got. So let's go to the transfer hub right now. And we have 4 players here that I'm thinking about getting. Now, to be honest, as much as I don't want to get the same kind of players, but like, obviously De Jong's great, this guy's great as well, but I think I've had a little look before I start the video, and I think I'm going to have to go for Tonali, just purely because of the money, because we've only got, the release clause is 148, that's literally all our money. That's over our money just a bit, and obviously I know Tonali is a bit cheaper, and it does have the potential of 91 anyway. So I think the play is to sign Tonali. Obviously, he's the youngest as well, which is obviously important. It's not like just a one-season thing. So and it'll leave us a little bit of money left over. I mean, I can't see us being able to do much business, and they're going to take that. Maybe I could have got him a bit cheaper, but in the end it doesn't matter. So let's get Tonali in as our first team, centre defensive midfielder. Got there eventually. If we have to sell Bellingham, I can easily bring somebody else in, to replace him if needs be, but I don't really want to do that. If I could keep him and play him as part of the other team, then I will do, but it obviously depends on what he's feeling. So I'm going to remove all of these from the squad hub, and okay, so let's continue this now. So Hume obviously has gone well out of control, so that the other left back that I've got, I don't need to send out on loan now. He can actually just play on my reserve team. So Tonali's there. Now I do need to move this position back, because this was actually how do we adjust it to start? Oh, what's this? Formation current 4-1-2-1-2. Okay, let's and there we go. Yeah, let's say what I altered that to make Bellingham fit in, but now we've done that. Okay, so now let's go to the reserve section. Oh, that team is looking a lot better. There's only 2 70 rated players in there. Okay, so this is our reserve team now. Unfortunately for this guy, he is going to have to come out. Not Tonali, but Bellingham is going to have to go in there. But we did actually train him to become a CDM, so it's not actually that much of a problem now. So let's get all these players in that we've got. So Taylor will have to play. Say I'm not too bothered. Nah. Oh, is our left back still on loan? Oh, our other left back is still on loan. Right, okay. And then we've got Wallace, who is fantastic. Him at Cam. Do we have a striker? I don't think we have a striker. No. Oh, we do. Diamond. So he can play then. So yeah, that's our reserve team. But I mean, I suppose our squad, our team is a reserve team. Is not a reserve team. Our youth academy is empty now, so we probably could do something like that. But anyway, let's get going. So we've made our first signing before we've even played a game this season, which is great news. So we just need to get to our friendlies and just see how the team performs with our new centre defensive midfielder. And as you can see there, look, Sunderland still, Sandro Tonali, and it is a fantastic signing. I'm very happy with that. So anyway, I do have more money that I could spend. I could probably get a decent left mid and a cam. Well, maybe one of them, maybe a decent one with high potential. But obviously, I don't just want to rush into it. We're kind of, if we're going to try and get better, which obviously I want to try and beat third now. So, I mean, if we could somehow win the Champions League, that'd be great. Oh, I've done the wrong sim. Damn it. That's my fault. I messed up there. I can't believe it. Campbell's gone to a 90 overall. That is mad. Anyway, so we'll jump to result there, and it's a 1-0 victory. Hubo there getting the goal, which is fantastic. But, it doesn't really matter at this point about the money as such. So it's always to the point where it doesn't really matter about the money. So... Unfortunately, the first team are going to have to play in the Champions League as well as the Premier League now, and then my reserves are going to have to play, obviously, all the Premier League, and then the reserves will play the rest of the Cup games. So they are going to be more tied, but I think the stamina is going to be a lot better now, being as we're in the Premier League. So that's my plan of action. I'm hoping they can kind of take a little bit more. Okay, so we're literally destroying things now. Esposito and Campbell and Adieme again. Adieme, I'm just hoping his rating goes up, because at the end of next season it's really going to be hard, because if they haven't grew to at least an 80, who am I going to replace? Because I kind of have a soft spot for Dickinson as well as Adieme, so it's a bit difficult. So I don't actually know. Obviously, they'd still be great for the reserve. I kind of need a striker. So if I put them in the reserve team, whoever, they'd be good, because I could play Dickinson up front, and same with that DMA. But I don't know. I just want them to do well. Really, I like. Dickinson's come from the very beginning. So if he could reach his potential, which was originally set out, it would be totally incredible. But anyway, so we've got our last friendly game right now, and judging by that dominant display, I'm hoping we can do very well in the Premier League this season. Again, I would like us to be third, which is what we've done last season, but if we don't finish third, maybe win the Champions League. Who knows? Why not? Let's throw these crazy claims out. Okay, so we are ready for our first game of the season coming up. We have a game against Hull. No, we don't. We have a game against Wolves. Sorry there. And our new team is looking. Well, I say new, but our team is looking fantastic. The question is, can we kick off to a good start? We didn't kick off to a good start last season, so if we could somehow start off great, I'd be very happy. And it isn't. It's a 1-1 draw. What a surprise. We spend a lot of money on a centre defensive midfielder, and it doesn't quite work in our first game. Yeah, the team changes game by game. He's clearly going to be a problem now, I think. Keep wanting to play, obviously. But let's keep on going anyway. And okay, so trying to get to the end. So we've got Tottenham coming up, and quite a tough set of fixtures for the beginning of the Premier League this year. We had Wolves, which we drew 1-1, and then obviously this second game now against Spurs, who they drawed their last game as well. So who's going to come out on top, or will it be a draw again? We'll find out right about now. So they are just below us, but let's see what happens. And it is a 3-2 victory for Spurs. Very disappointing start for Sunderland. And it's a bit surprising, really, you know. But there are always them results that go the other way. And a bit disappointing when you spend a fortune. And that's the kind of result we get. When we've got an 80 rated and 90 rated striker, and it just makes no sense. Okay. But we keep going. We don't give up. We work hard, and we have another hard game coming up as we have Manchester United. We have been absolutely destroying them of recent times. I think we've beat them twice last season, I think, and I'm sure we beat them the season before as well. So I'm hoping we can kind of, you know, beat them again, but you never know. Anything can happen. It is Man United, they're sitting fifth after. You know, so we've got a decent team. What's going to happen? And it is a 2-2 draw again. Another draw. We're still yet to find our first victory in this campaign, and it's not the start that we wanted. We are currently sitting 16th, and considering we spent a fortune, it is very disappointing. Maybe I do need to go out and buy a cam, but I can't really think of a cam. Well, obviously right now I ain't gonna have enough money to buy anyone that's super great. So I don't know. Okay, so we've got Bournemouth coming up now, and I don't actually have a clue which way this is gonna go. After the poor form we have suffered from at the beginning of the season, you know, this is probably going to be a loss, I would have thought. We've only had 2 draws. Where are Bournemouth sitting? We'll find out in a minute. We'll find out in a minute. We'll find out in a minute. And we'll find out in a minute. Hello? Stupid game. Broken. I mean, this is ridiculous. I've been sat here now for at least a minute. Is it going to fucking do it or what? Fucking hell, it took its fucking time then, didn't it? Okay, so we're sitting in 19th position right now. Very disappointing, but what's this going to be? Is this our first win of the campaign there? Campbell and Esposito getting their goals, which is great, but you know, hopefully that's the first win of many. That's the way we've got to look at it, because the season's been poor so far. That's all that we can hope for right now. So I am actually just going to sim it on the calendar to the end of the transfer window to the next game. I had no intentions of selling any players or buying any players, you know, so... hey, what? That was a player out for 4 months. Training injury. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. We use Sergio Dest, and he is out for a whopping 4 months. I can't believe it. So goodbye Dest, and I'm actually going to play the left back because he has a ton of potential. So where is he? I can't bloody see him. I can't see the left back. What? Okay, I'm not spending ages looking for him, that'll do. I don't think. Yeah, I'm not spending like 10 years looking for the bloke. So let's go. So we've got Watford and then we've got a Champions League match. So this is a bit disappointing that we've lost our main right back in this crucial time. And it doesn't stop us though there. Look, Campbell, Tonally, our new signing. Campbell actually got 3, his hat-trick. What a game that was for him. So now we have the Champions League. I am really hoping that our players ain't fatigued as much because I do want them, my first team, to play this. Just because my reserve team just hasn't got a chance. So let's go. We've got quite a hard league. We've got Piemonte Calcio as well in ours. But we start off with CFR, whoever these are, and our team is pretty strong. It's looking great, and the thing is, though, can we win? Or can we not? And we do. Campbell getting the double there, and that is exactly the start we wanted. Piemonte Calcio surprisingly lost their first game. I weren't expecting that in the slightest. And what's Bellingham upset about? I was worried, but I just want to say that was doing things. Oh, you're doing great. Okay, so let's keep on going. So we've got a tough game now. We've got Chelsea in the Premier League, and we're sitting 5th now after a few good wins back to back. But the question is now, can our team stand up to a team like Chelsea? And it's proved there it can't. Chelsea win 4-0, 1-0. And unfortunately for us, that's another loss added to this season that hasn't been that great at all. Okay, so we've got Derby County at their ground. And this is in the Carabao Cup. And I suppose Ito wants to play, but unfortunately for him, that is not going to happen because we need you for the Premier League. And our reserve team gets a shot, but it isn't. I wouldn't be surprised if nothing happens. Yes, the reserve team is absolutely awful, unfortunately. So I suppose I could have bought some players, but I'm trying to I need to at least sort the first team out before we sort the second team out. Unfortunately for us, Little is knackered. Just purely because he's going to be playing a lot. So hopefully he doesn't lay us down too much. But anyway, so we've got Aston Villa now. And it is a 3-2 victory for us. Adieme not really been as good as he was last season, but gets on the score sheet along with Take and Opposito. So that is fantastic news there. So we've got another Champions League game, and you could say this is the tough one. Piemonte Calcio, and I don't know what to say. I don't know. We'll find out in due time. Literally in a minute. And as you can see there, Campbell's gone up to a 91 rated player. What a man. Bellingham getting on the score sheet there, along with Campbell as well. So that is fantastic. That puts us in a very good position in this group stage of the Champions League. Now we've got a few days to rest before we play Arsenal, which is good. Unfortunately though, our Premier League performances are dropping a bit, which is a bit disappointing, but I guess that's the way it is when you've got a ton of fixtures within a short space of time. Obviously it's a bit, it'll be a bit hectic and, whatever. So it is a 2-1 victory in the end there. Adieme and Esposito both getting on the score sheet in a 2-1 victory over Arsenal. And I'm happy with that. And I'm looking at the calendar because I feel like there's a rest and there is. So we'll skip it. Okay, so we have a game coming up against West Ham, and we have quite a lot of games in a short space of time. So this is going to be quite a tough period, and we are obviously going out with the first team because it's West Ham, and it is a 0-0 draw in the end. Very disappointing. We did have a ton of the possession, but we couldn't do anything in the end. Now we've got a game coming up in the Champions League against OAL, and let's be honest, I bet the team are knackered, didn't they? They're alright, not too bad. Let's hope we can keep up our form in the Champions League and progress, and it's a 1-1 draw, but I don't think that'll matter too much. Hopefully we should be okay, because we did get 2 wins before that. Okay, so we've got a game coming up against Crystal Palace next, and I really don't think you're still in contention. I'm going to have to try and offer him a contract, but I don't think he's willing to take a rotation squad role. Okay, so these are sitting in 18th right now. We are a bit on the fatigue side in certain places, but I'm still hoping we can come together and pull a win out, and we do. Campbell and Tonelli both getting on the score sheet. Tonelli scored for saying his centre defensive midfielder. I believe he scored twice already this season, so it's great. Mate, you're not going to be playing it. Literally, Dest is injured. You know that. Little by little by. Okay, so we got Leicester City. We're currently sitting in 5th on 18 points. 4th on Man City on 20 points. So it's still dead close at the top of the table. Leicester City sitting in 10th. And let's see what the result is. So it is a 2-0 victory. Esposito gained both goals there. And that puts us in a good chance of catching up with the top 4 places. And we are currently on 7 points. Running away. Well, we're not really running away with it, but we are a few points clear. Hopefully we can do something here and make that gap bigger. But if we don't, it shouldn't matter too much. We should be able to get through, hopefully. And it is a 0-0 draw again. Very disappointing that we drawed against them both times. But, we should still be fine in there. And we should be able to go through, no problem. So we got a game against Burnley coming up very shortly. The top of the table is looking very congested for points. Like they're all close together, and as far as I can see, to be honest, so it's very worrying. The table just changed right then because of I'm assuming a game in hand or something. So now we've got Burnley anyway. So a 2-1 loss to Burnley, which is very disappointing, to be honest. How can we be 3rd and play so good last season to then lose to Burnley? Very disappointing with the team we have. But anyway, onwards and upwards, we keep going. That's all we can do. And I'm going to do it on the calendar because I think we've got a break. We have, so I'll do it. Okay, so we got Leeds United in the next game of the Premier League. They are currently sitting 17th. And this is definitely, I was going to say, going to be a good game, but it is a 2-1 victory there. Adieme getting the brace, and that is exactly what we needed. Now we need to turn our attention to the UEFA Champions League, at which point we're still winning okay. However, it still is quite close with us and OL. So I'm hoping we can get back to winning ways after 2 draws, and hopefully we can take down CFR this time. Well, we did do it last time. Can we do it again? And we do it. Esposito and Campbell both getting on the score sheet, and that is exactly what we needed for that. Big games we've got so many big games in such a short space of time at the minute. We've got Manchester City now, and this is a massive game because they're sitting just above us, but it's going to be a tough game. Look at our squad compared to theirs. It could go either way, and it is a 3-2 victory for them. Unfortunately for us, it must have been dead close, but they managed to get the job done there. Now we've got a game against West Brom, and say that loss there pushed us out top 6, so I guess you could say this is a must-needed win, but the squad is a bit knackered after all the games we've had. But Adieme gets the 2, and it makes it 2-1. Chelsea there winning Aston Villa 6-1 as well. What a game that must have been. Blooming hell, there's loads of fixtures in this short. It's mad. Literally mad right now. And then we've got the UEFA Champions League again against promoted Calcio. So we've got Southampton, and this is a game where it could go either way. I'm being honest right now. It can go either way. And it does go no way. I was going to say it was going to go their way, but it's a 1-1 draw in the end there. So, very disappointing. I guess, you kind of want to be winning them games, but it can go either way. And, okay, here's Bellingham going off on one again. Okay. I'm going to actually try and offer him a contract and see if he'll go for a rotational Broderick role right now. Let's have a little look. Where is he? Let's have a look, because I don't really want to sell him. I'll give you a pay rise. Dumb bloke. 3-year deal. He's literally just been moaning that he's starting. Now he's just signed a contract that says Spodrick, which means he doesn't have to play as much now, so that's even better. But we will give him a pay rise. It does have good potential, but unfortunately for us, I just want to get it done and dusted, so I don't mind overpaying. Yeah, I just want to get it done without no stress. So yeah, we just did that one just to stop him from keep messaging us all the time. Now our team is a little bit knackered, so I'm going to give them a break because I'm quite sure that this is the final game. I'm going to see what they're looking like. Yeah, they are knackered. I'm going to send the reserve team out just purely because we should still go through with that. And the first team need to be a bit refreshed, ready for the Premier League. Little's knackered though, unfortunately, but I have no other right back. And Calcio there, but getting the win, unfortunately. But it was a rest that was needed. Otherwise, our performances in the Prem would definitely have suffered there. So Little, unfortunately for us, is really tired. So we may end up having to take him out and putting someone else in. We'll have to see how it goes. But our next game is coming up, and we've got Brentford. And let's see if resting the squad helped, because they are now fully fit apart from Little, and we'll find out. And it's a 2-1 victory there. Hume and Esposito get in on the score sheet, and that is literally what we wanted. We rested our first team for the Champions League, and that is definitely what we needed for that. So let's see what all these are. Player returns from injury, so Dest can now join, which is great news. Bad news for Little, because that means he doesn't get to play anymore. But I was a bit disappointed there because he could have played a bit earlier, but we didn't actually know. So yeah, that is that. And yeah, so that is the end of this episode. So I hope you are all enjoying this series. I am a little bit disappointed with this episode. We're currently in December and sitting in 6th when we did finish 3rd last time, but you know, we are still building. We are in the Champions League now, so there is more fixtures for us to think about. But anyway, I want to thank you all for watching. Hope you are enjoying it. Trying my best to get it done and make it fun for everybody. And if you could leave a like rating and subscribe, I'd really appreciate it. Trying to hit 11,000 subscribers as of right now when this video is recorded, because it's all pre-recorded. If we've hit it, thank you. If I'll obviously try and set another goal anyway. So yeah, please subscribe. So I'll see you all in another video. Goodbye.